Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, as we get ready for the Craftsman truck race tonight, coming off the duels last night, we're going to do a little bit of kind of stats and stuff for some of the history of the truck series, and then we'll get the season preview and then the race preview up as well. Alright, this is the 32nd season for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Founded in 1994, had the Winter Heat Series and then full season in 1995. Dirt Truck Series has gone through a lot of transformations over the years. Started more of a kind of a local short track kind of thing and expanded into following the Xfinity Series, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series and the Cup Series at Daytona and all these big racetracks. At times, I wish they would go back to the kind of its roots and have more of the smaller, grassroots kind of tracks, kind of bring that back. But I do like the way it's kind of become that stepping stone on the Cup. A lot of drivers, ARCA, truck, Xfinity, Cup. Some guys are skipping the Xfinity and going straight to Cup. Vice versa, some guys are going from just Xfinity, Cup, and up. But I think the Truck Series is an important element to the NASCAR. It kind of gives these drivers, especially the young drivers, a chance to work on their racecraft and have a development series, but it also gives a place for some veterans to make it home and to kind of have a place where they can run on a national level without the expense that is involved in Cup racing. So in the complete history of the Truck Series, all-time starts, Matt Crafton leads the way with 592. He says he is not full-time, but he did rule out a part-time. He's not retired. So we'll see if there's some races there in that 66 truck for Thor Sport this year. Obviously not at Daytona, but we'll see if there's any other tracks that he'll show up and race at. Ron 100-day, 360 starts. Rick Crawford, 336. Johnny Sauter, same thing. He's not technically retired, but he's still not been racing much. So we'll see if he makes an appearance here in 2026. 326 career starts. David Starr, 317. Terry Cook, 314. Dennis Setzer, 314. Jack Sprague, 297. Norm Benning, 260. Norm's still out there just chugging along. And his trucks are never as fast as, obviously, the field. But it's cool to see guys like him, that old school mentality, show up for a few races, races what he's got, keep the truck clean, and go on to the next race. And then Timothy Peters, 258 career starts. Now, the current active start list, Matt Crafton, 592. Again, he's not ruled out. He's not retired. Johnny Sauter, 326. Norm Benning, 260. And then Ben Rhodes, 235. Jennifer Jo Cobb, 234. She's making an appearance. I think she's at Daytona this year. I can't remember on the Daytona list if she's on there or not. Todd Bodine, 226. We know he's made some starts last year. I don't know if he's going to make any starts this year. Granny and Finger, 221. And we know Stuart Friesen. Stu's going to be back after that horrendous crash he had in the big block modified. I'm glad to see him back at Daytona, back in that 52 truck. Even though Kate Honeycutt took it for almost a championship ride last year. But yeah, good to see Stuart Friesen back and recover from that amazing accident he had last year. Kyle Busch, 180 starts. He's 9th currently active driver. Obviously, he'll be back for his starts in the Spire Motorsports 07. I think it was 7, sponsored by HitterCars.com. And then Tyler Ankrum, 161 starts. On the win side, Kyle Busch leads the way with 67. Now that he's got his announcement for his 5 starts in the Truck Series this year. Can he get to 60? Or 70, excuse me. I think he can. If he can get 3 wins this year, I think there's a fire lit under Kyle this year. As we've seen, he's on the pole for the 500. I think there's a little different fire there. So I can't wait to see how that goes. Ron 100-day, 51 wins. Mike Skinner, 28. Jack Sprague, 28. Johnny Sauter, 24. Corey Heim, defending champion, 23 wins. We don't know what his Truck Series is going to look like in 2026. Obviously, probably a few races. He's not full-time in any series. He's running the 500 and 11 other Cup races. Don't know if there's any Xfinity races there or how many exactly truck races. But I think if he has any truck races, he can definitely try to add on to that 23 total. Todd Bodine, 22 career wins. Dennis Seltzer, 17. Greg Biffle, Dennis Seltzer, 18. Greg Biffle and Ted Musgrave each with 17. On the active list, Kyle Busch 67, Johnny Sutter 24, Corey Heim 23, Todd Bodine 22, and then Matt Crafton 15, John Hunter Nemechek with 13. We know he's got some truck races this year. He added that total. Grant Enfinger 12. Christian Eckes back full time with McNally Hilgeman Racing. He's become one of my favorites, and a lot of it is the way he races, the way he presents himself. He was with Kaulig in Xfinity car last year. I was kind of wishing he would stay with Kaulig, but I understand. But yeah, definitely get him back in victory lane and a chance to run for a championship there. Zane Smith with 9, William Byron, Sheldon Creed, and Austin Hill, each with 8 wins. Top 5s all time: Ron Hornaday Jr. 158, Jack Sprague 136, Matt Crafton 135, Kyle Busch 120, Johnny Sauter 116. Active drivers: Matt Crafton 135, Kyle Busch 120, Johnny Sauter 116, Todd Bodine 92, and Grant Enfinger 73. All-time top 10s for the Truck Series: Matt Crafton 333, Ron Hornaday Jr. 234, Jack Sprague 186, Rick Crawford and Dennis Seltzer each with 160. On the active list, Matt Crafton with 333, Jack Sprague ain't active. I don't know why I wrote that down for. Kyle Busch 144, Grant Enfinger 129, and Todd Bodine 125. There's been 22 different champions in the 32-year history of the Truck Series. Ron Hornaday with 4, Jack Sprague and Matt Crafton each with 3, Todd Bodine and Ben Rhodes each with 2. Stay tuned to the Rubber Sports Show for the season preview as I predict the 7 chase drivers for 2026. Alright, that is some history rundown of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series as we enter the 33rd season. Can some of these records be added to, changed, or modified throughout this year? We'll definitely see. Kyle Busch can get to 70 wins. That'll be a big milestone there. Can Corey Heim run a part-time schedule and win multiple races and maybe get to 25? He's at 23 currently. Will Matt Crafton get 8 starts this year and get 600 career Truck Series starts? Those are just some questions we have going into the season. As always, thanks for watching Rubber Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.